player characters. Cards are now up. To give you a rundown of what has happened. 3 hours ago, we intercepted this freighter, we boarded, we hijacked. It has been 3 hours since that time. We have not shown up on any radar. We have yet to fight off any ships, or yet to engage any sort of enemy. We are in the clear. It has been this way since the start. Cards are up. Continue.
Make sure you keep an eye on the radio chatter. We want to make sure that nothing's coming out.
Of course. Monitoring.
We have most everything prepared so far. Don't seem to be on any networks that are monitoring us. Surprising. Enforcers usually have a better eye than this.
Perhaps they're still asleep.
Yeah, they definitely sleep, Meteora. They definitely sleep. I'd like to say that there's more that we can do, but I think we're ready.
If that is what you believe.
We're still not at this point, it is. Short of finding someone who can get us into the lower bays, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon.
It will take some time to unlock the deadlocks.
Yeah.
We will have to make them
Just thick enough.
not deadlocks.
That's correct, Meteora. We can start doing evaluations of our soldiers once we've calmed down a bit, but for now, I think, strangely, I think we can call this a victory. Huh. Wasn't expecting this to work, frankly. It seemed like an outlandish idea to me.
I'm certain if we have faith in the Colonel, he will guide us to victory.
Yeah. Exactly. We'll just follow what he says. Gotten us this far, hasn't he?
It would appear this ship was well stocked.
Well, we did get plenty of supplies from the civilians that we helped, so
Yes.
I think that's a victory for us.
In addition to the equipment and supplies we gathered from the last operation, it would appear that we are well stocked for the time being, given the addition of the
Speaking
supplies
of the
that were
last
found
mission,
here.
I believe I set you on a task to find information about someone. A Silas, I believe? Did you ever get any results from that?
Affirmative. If you're ready, I can give my report.
Sure, go ahead.
One moment, please. As requested, I searched through as many remaining databases that I could find. I attempted to intercept a few packages as well. Data packages. A few of them were relevant. Information on Howie Zealous was available. He is recorded in Federation. How would you put this? Stock.
Huh.
He appears to have been referred to as a Cryonian battery candidate.
A Cryonian battery candidate.
Yes. He was also a PFC in the federal military. His role was that of a support infantry shield specialist. However, his position was purchased and moved from, well, this is where the complication comes in. Pharmatech. I found record of their movements, a ship manifest. However, my data was interrupted. I did not want to be spotted, so I terminated the connection. I only got partial information.
The less we can get to type, the better, frankly. We've been running a little bit too hot recently.
Of course. It would appear he was purchased and moved from Pharmatech Station 8 under the order of a Master perhaps Abraham, and moved to some other residence. I'm uncertain.
Well, we can use that information that we have to at least get somewhat of a location, but I think that's good
Not
for
a
now.
customer service bot.
I think we're good to
This
go.
is the end of my report.
Good job, Meteora.
Of course.
Come on. Let's go see how the other soldiers are doing.
Of course.
Seems that we're already well prepared enough. I'm sure it's smooth sailing from here on out until we get back to Midnight Alpha.
Of course.
Let's just see. It's the best that we can hope for. Smooth sailing, a direct path.
Please watch
and
your
then we'll
step.
be, well... We gotta do something about that personality core of yours.
I believe that it was stated that we had not the technology available to repair it. However, if you would, I would be grateful.
I know. We can always try to see if we can get some more of the better tech. Come on.
I find it to be
And plus,
infuriating.
you are an officer. I'm sure you do. But, I'll be frank, it has its charm. It's a very particular charm, but it is a charm.
Lieutenants. I found
Hello.
hey, Colonel wants to speak with us.
Very good.
Understood. Please lead us to him at your
Can I just
earliest
say-
convenience.
I hate spaceships. I fucking hate it up here. I hate
Why?
everything. I hate the doors. I hate being up here. I hate
But it's so comforting. It's like there's technology everywhere. Every single part of this ship.
to find you.
We were right next to you. We were in the logistics office.
You two wait outside the door, along with the other two. Allow no one entry, and if anyone is near the hall, tell them to pass by quickly. This is a private conversation. Please, enter. I will keep you updated with their feed. You can close the door now, Sergeant. Excellent. Please take a seat.
Eyes on the
You all can
hallway.
be at
Anyone that
ease.
attempts to come
We
inside
have
or
much to
anyone
discuss.
passing through the
Well,
hallway must be
I'll
set up
keep it brief,
quickly.
as to not keep you waiting on your business.
Sarge.
Meteora, sit.
Understood.
Current situation. The bottom deck and the hull are currently in lockdown due to the anti-pirating software. Typically, ships of this nature have a defense and a failsafe to deadlock the lower levels when they fear that they're being hacked. The onboard AI does as such, and as much as we attempted to try and override it and upload Meteora to the systems, it locked her out. Therefore, the bottom levels holding all the mech supplies and the important equipment we need is deadlocked until we return to Midnight Alpha enough time to work on it. We'll have to blast through many of the heavy sealed doors. Can't do it currently. We don't have enough charges and equipment, and it'll be dangerous inside the vacuum of space.
If you would kindly
So,
move through the passageway as quickly as possible.
we are to be spending at least a week here in space. We won't be getting near Soltaris again for another 4 days. This is due to the fact that their satellite systems are currently in the position that are pointing toward us. We need them to circumvent around the planet before we are safe to re-enter Midnight Alpha. That is why we're currently 10,156 kilometers out. Quite a distance, but it's far enough from their major drum strike ships to ever be here. And now the door is malfunctioning. Unfortunate. How annoying.
I'll have to get
Regardless,
one of the engineers to look at it.
understood. You all know the great importance for I've only told you. But for reference sake, I'm going to mention it again. These Warmac parts are for fortune fantasies. Strictly for fortune fantasies. It is paramount we deliver it to them without damage and the full amount. If any amount is used, they will cross-reference their ledgers and find that they are not the full order. This was originally intended for Salvatech. Unfortunate. Then again, they are rival corporations, same with Perceptitech. It is very important at all cost that those supplies and those parts remain undamaged. Otherwise, we won't be able to broadcast what I need to broadcast. You all have seen the footage. You all know what I am trying to
The
send.
corridor double time.
So we'll get it to you.
Affirmative.
Some of us here, all have our different ideas on the rebellion, on the federal conglomerate in tandem. Some think the rebellion is here to simply rebel against the insolence and inhumane federal
Double
conglomerate.
time, soldiers. Through the
Whereas
corridor.
this is
Double
true,
time.
it is not the full truth.
Double time.
The full truth is not to be disclosed with everyone here. It is a nice thought, and it is part of the mission. But the number one mission is the same mission I told you since the factory. And that is to maintain in good standing with the civilian populace. By giving Fortune Fantasies this message that I wish to send, it sends out through all the feeds and civilians that support Fortune Fantasies.
Double time.
They are the most liked corporation in all of Sanctuary, in all of Soltaris. Which is why it is important. The mission objective stays the same. Yes, down with the Federation. Yes, down with insubordinate officers. Down with the clone slave programs. Down with all of these. But most importantly, maintain in good standing with any and all civilians, even if we aren't accepted right at first. Remember this. It will come into play in the future. I know this. If we harm civilians, our image is ruined. This is one of the reasons I berated you, Lottie, and Meteora. During the factory mission, I gave no order to speak with the civilian populace. The reason I wanted to move past all of these units and these bystanders was because we were putting them in danger. Realize that you being there in front of civilian, taking fire around a corner, can lead to a devastating reaction. It matters not who fired, whether it's the federal conglomerate or you. The fact is, you are standing in front of a civilian as the shot is being fired. Which means who is left to blame?
Understood,
Bear this
sir.
in mind. We do not put the civilian populace at risk, which is why I degraded you for that.
Yes, sir.
In future,
I made a poor judgment call.
never again. Never again. I have overlooked this, as we have more important matters to attend to. This is not going on your permanent record. Mistakes can happen, and we must learn to be better. Do any of you have any questions for me? I'm sure there are many, but I'll try to be brief. No. Actually, I like the light.
I agree, sir. It is quite beautiful in its own way. But
Well,
immediate questions, no. Are we being tracked so far? I believe that we've gotten out relatively.
we are currently in a dead zone. We have yet to be tracked since launch. They know a freighter is missing, that much is for sure. However, currently, nothing. We have been
I do have a
free for
question.
the past 3 hours. Yes, Parker Fields.
The target that you're interested in, you still want him to be taken? Are you sure about this?
I'm very sure. It is unlikely we'll see him anytime soon. However, should the opportunity arise to nab him, as the kids say, we will do so, alive. Defectors
sir,
is
have
the
you gotten a
reason the
debrief on him?
rebellion. Roughly. But I would encourage you to mention it again to update my systems.
Meteora, please.
As requested, I did some digging on this zealous person. Their name is Howie Zealous. They, at least previously, were a PFC in the federal military. They were a support infantry shield specialist. However, they were indicated in federal files as a Cryonian battery candidate. Perhaps you could enlighten us
Battery
on this?
candidate.
Yes.
I do not know what this means. I know
Unfortunately,
cryonics
neither do I.
used to cool down and overloading systems because their blood has a special tick in it that allows them to do so. It's their natural, I'd say, power. Similar to comic book in superheroes, if you know the phrase. Photians have fire within their blood, Cryonians have ice in their blood, or something that creates enough friction to do so. How? I do not know. I never studied such things. Continue.
If we were in any other position, I would suggest we do research on it. But I believe it might be in our best interest in delaying that information, sir.
If we can convince Zelos to defect, he would have information on this, do you think? Which is important to keep him alive.
What
Continue.
makes you think he's gonna come
Unfortunately,
so willingly?
the only other information I have is partially corrupted, as I had to disconnect and terminate the connection fully before being discovered.
Understood.
I found a
As for
manifest
your question,
indicating his
Lieutenant
purchase and
Fields.
movement from Pharmatech Station 8.
Interesting. I don't know, Parker Fields. It is hope. It's what the rebellion is. As cringy as a line as that may sound, it is what keeps this going. I have hope. I explained to you in the factory. Much like before, he was the one who brought back Alexis. He looked tired. At least that's what I could tell being a synthetic mentalist. His demeanor was tired. Angry. It's almost as if he didn't want to be there, but had to be.
I just need to know something for
I
certain.
have
too.
hope.
If he risks any of our men or women here, do I have permission to put him down? Or do you really want me to risk people's lives just to get this one individual?
If he threatens you in any way, disable him. Defectors like this we need to be careful with. Keep in mind that they are experiments.
No,
Rash action can lead to more rash action. You know this. Try to not kill him. But if he kills or fires on any of our men and puts them at risk, you will put him down, like all the rest.
Yes, sir.
That is all. Debriefing complete. You can all meander about. There's a cafeteria here with Jameson whiskey and
Oh,
Filipino whiskey as well. I don't know what that means.
do they do pina
I think I
colada?
prefer the coffee, sir.
One said Mississippi whiskey. I wish I knew what that meant. Those are not things here in this world.
May I have a moment of your time, or do you have more people that you need debrief?
If you would like a moment alone, I can wait.
Meteora, please step out. First of all, Colonel, I'd like to apologize for my actions during the mission. I don't believe it was becoming of me in any respect of the word, or becoming of an officer. It is something I need to improve on, and following your orders to the T is one of them. What you said about the civilians is something that is very pertinent to me. I value the lives of all these citizens more than anything else, and I made a mistake here. It pains me to see the way that
Yes.
I've seen what the enforcers are able to do. I've seen what they did to civilians firsthand. I don't wish to see it again, sir.
Then you fully understand why we are in the position we are. Lest we call them.
Yes, sir.
For now, we wait.
I'm proud to have your second. Meteora? Shall we go to the cafeteria and see some of the normals?
That is your decision to make. Greetings.
And as it doesn't seem that we have anything major to... Oh,
Greetings.
Sarge.
Thank you. I'm not Sarge. I'm just acting Sarge.
Oh, I apologize. Here's the thing. It's so hard to tell them apart. Hmm?
Wait. No, you're right. They did go down that hallway. How did they do that?
Are there two?
Either way.
Is there a reason why you're all standing here, or simply waiting?
Simply waiting for something to happen. Or you
Nothing better to do.
it's finished.
There shouldn't be anything happening anytime soon. We're in the clear. Please, go relax.
Alright.
Be amazed though.
Coming through.
Understood.
Okay.
Lieutenant Horst
Wait a minute.
was one to see you regarding his injuries. You wanted to do another diagnosis from the mission a week
Absolutely.
ago.
Then, did you happen to see where he was last?
That's
I
why.
believe he was going to the cafeteria.
Okay, thank you. Meteora, cafeteria.
So, that way.
Understood.
Yeah,
I don't know, I kind of like this hallway. It's kind of like a meeting point for everybody.
Hmm?
kind of is.
Hmm?
The surgeon might be able to handle it.
Seems like it's quiet, but he's also not here.
Unfortunate.
Ma'am? This ma'am's.
Parker. Have you seen Horace? He was looking for me.
Horse?
Looking for additional time? Yes. The,
I have not.
Interesting. I suppose he disappears like his name. Interesting. Well, we'll have to find him eventually.
Did you know, Lieutenant, did you know that the shitters are right next to the beds? I hate it. Yeah, I wish to continue my statement. There's no fucking doors on the shitters either. It's awful.
Parker,
I hate
this
this.
is relatively
Lieutenant
normal.
Parker,
You
this
know
ship
that.
is designed to be
I-
used in close quarters. It is meant to be efficient
I
with
don't
space.
fucking care what it's used for. A week in there, that place is gonna smell like fucking shit. Vacuumed into
Parker,
space or not.
Parker.
I know shit smears on the edge of bowls, okay? That's gonna get fucked up real quick. I'm
How
not.
Be glad that
crude.
you have a restroom. Be glad that you
glad?
have a place to shit. Yes! Because I've been places where we don't have a place to shit.
I'd rather shit in a fucking bush and then run away from it and sleep somewhere
I
else.
mean, isn't space just an advanced bush, basically?
Keep my mouth shut.
Space is just an advanced bush. Okay, let's go find you, Horace.
I do not understand the metaphor.
Don't you worry.
Right next to the beds, and there's no fucking doors on the shitter.
It's strange. I would have expected more people to be in here, especially with that Mississippi whiskey that was mentioned.
Mississippi.
Yes, Meteora. Yes, Meteora.
What a strange way to spell.
Mm-hmm. He was not over there.
Then I don't know where he went. So he hasn't come through here.
Do you believe he may have headed down to engineering?
Possibly. We should probably take a look. I believe the engineers are obviously there, so he might have gone there. Come on.
Engineers went to the
Bosh.
in one of the
Engineering is this
storage
way.
bays.
Yes. Wait, what? I thought it was that way.
No.
It's the same way. It's just one of the
Pretty
ways.
sure They both
It's a
go the same.
loop-de-loop.
They both
It's a
go there.
loop-de-loop.
No.
You will learn the layout of this eventually.
No, I won't. I'm going to be lost perpetually. It's going to be great.
Oh no. How terrible.
Oh no. I should just use my drone so I can see from above. Which way is engineering?
This way.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
We're looking
He's
for
so smart.
one horse. Have you seen a horse come through? Not a horse, a horse.
Horace.
That's good. Horse.
I have yet to see any horses aboard the ship. However, we have not seen a horse. I don't think he has actually been through. We have a Mr. Mansfield, a Mr. Jenkins, a Mr.
Saw him for a split second, but he was just over there, so. No, that was a
Okay, thank you very much.
You never went back yet.
No problem. Take it easy, ladies.
Jenkins McWillis.
Y'all just.
Hello.
Mm-hmm. Hello again.
I'm curious. How is the engine looking? Everything running good so far?
So far, so good. Little bit of drift with how much fuel we're pulling from one tank versus the other. It's only about 6% from what we can read out, though. It's not too big.
No, that's not bad.
Got about, I'd take a guess at 4 hours more at top speed with current fuel before we have to head back into the fuel room and juice it up again.
Sounds good.
Luckily,
how viable do you think it'll be to get to where we need to go? It sounds like so far everything's running fairly smoothly.
It'll get us where we need to go, I think.
With how much we have in storage, we should be fine.
Very good. And if you see a particular Horus, please send him to me. Apparently he was looking for me.
All right.
Will do. This may be a bit of an old question. Was there perhaps a stepladder in the charter for equipment that's supposed to be in here? Because if you don't mind coming with me...
I did not recall
if you
seeing
don't mind
one.
coming with me, actually, the other commander might want to stay up. Colton complained about not being able to get closer and about his core melting down. But you should be fine. I don't think you got a core.
No, I don't quite have a core. I have an external battery for some of my parts, but...
No, I think you should be fine. Colton was worried about getting too close to this thing because of his synthetic core.
That is Soja.
Greetings.
I didn't.
Using my device, but actually, you know what? I could probably just do that now because we have the fuel up there as well. So if we're looking at a problem.
Hang on.
Does this properly have all the things that you need? Or is it missing some of the parts?
The problem is that it's all explained fuel usually. I gotta change the screen manually. Can't make it external, but at least I can do it manually. So, at least we have everything we need from the exhaust here. So, at least we have access to it without having to get a step ladder.
Good. Do you want a direct link to those subsystems? I can get you patched into that if you'd like. Pretty much here. Get moving.
Well, honestly, I can get to it without considering, but
Very fair. Impede your progress, but thank you for your good work so far.
yeah, I would say do it anyway. I don't want to trip something.
Sure. I mean, what you use for your remote access?
Right?
We were already in these systems, so I should be able to get it to you pretty easy.
Suppose now's as good a time as any.
Well, now we got a remote light. Now we don't even have to be here.
Did you need something?
Maybe it won't work too far away, but it should work at least in here.
Thank you.
Trying to understand our higher leadership. That's all.
I don't know if we managed to completely fix whatever the problem was. It got jostled.
How did you come to work for Colton, I guess?
An acquisition.
Acquisition.
Lieutenant Logi was kind enough to recover me.
Not like that thing a week ago.
Oh, it should be calm for the rest of our journey back
Right.
to Midnight Alpha. So,
That's good.
Horace says that he has some kind of programming that allows him to understand human emotion. Do you have the same thing?
Yes. How wonderful, isn't it?
certainly interesting.
Are you?
I don't want it to get too bad.
Finish your sentence.
Are you a synthetic?
No. I'm a cyborg. I've, taken a bit of a fascination to all the different things that you can install into a single body. Say, the least standards,
Alright, well, I think I'm gonna grab some tea.
very useful.
Right. Is
Why?
that just a personal choice or injury caused it?
Yeah. No. Personal choice.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an issue with that? What is your name and rank again?
Specialist Kerrigan. I don't have a problem with it. It's just foreign to me.
Oh, sure. You know what? One of these days I can sit down with you and I can talk a little bit about my personal cybernetic implants, and maybe we can introduce you to a couple of the synthetics around here.
Sure.
Absolutely. We're all about cooperating around here. If anything is out of place, or if any piece of the cog isn't turning efficiently, then we have to make sure it moves. Am I understood?
You gonna get rid of the cog? Is that what you're telling me?
No. We'll simply change the way they think. Come on.
Sometimes the best way is to not throw things away. Just repair them.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you all headed to? Just so I know, just in case anything bad happens.
Didn't they were talking about Horace being at the
Down to the cafeteria, grab a bite to eat, maybe a bit to drink.
cabin or whatever?
I've lowered all the pressures in the room, so it should be fine until we get back.
And I have some
If you hear anything
access to
hissing-
it now.
If you hear anything hissing,
I believe these are the storage units.
Affirmative.
All of your readouts are monitoring it, correct? We should have everything that we need.
The ship's systems are currently monitoring it. All data is sent to logistics.
Fantastic. Makes our job easy. Imagine, in the old days, they had to actually inventory the entire ship every couple of hours.
What a wonderful thing that we don't have to do that anymore, isn't it?
I mean, that's the reason why we're here, isn't it?
Affirmative.
I don't remember what's in here. Hello? Caddies. If you can remind me again, what's in here?
This is the docking station where various ships and supplies come in to the ship.
This is where we made our
distributed to the
entry.
supply spaces.
Ah, yes, I completely remember that, because we absolutely did that. Thank you. I don't believe we need to review that area.
Absolutely. It is
You
not a
only remember
hangar
it because
area.
we were looking at it from this direction.
Ah, yes, you know what? This way seems familiar. The other way, not so much, but this direction absolutely seems familiar.
If,
I believe... Oh, let's get out of the way. Keep up the good work. Ah... No, these are the parts that I enjoy. the organization, the structure. Almost a sense of unity. I truly... there's nothing like it. I believe this would be a good direction to go.
Affirmative.
Oh!
First and second lieutenants. I've been looking for you as well.
Yes, what did you need from us? I believe you, requested my presence.
Yes, I was hoping to have a diagnostics run to ensure all systems are nominal. I've done a self-check, however. I want to ensure that my own checks are not skewed.
Sure, if you'd like, you can come down to the logistics bay with us and we can have an in-depth investigation, please.
Very good.
I admire your want and ability to do consistent maintenance on yourself. I believe that is one of the best attributes that a single individual can have to ensure that they are running nominally by whatever factors they consider important.
It is simply part of my programming.
Yes, it may be part of your programming, but still, nevertheless, it is important.
Affirmative. I agree.
No. There are many people here whom, frankly, view me and you and people like Meteora lower than, say, the normal people, but I truly believe that all of us have something special about us. Come now, we'll get you into the diagnostics bay and we can see if we can't get a look at you. Oh.
Understood.
Is that... No. Okay. Give me a moment.
Just me.
I don't know if you happen to have the information of this yourself, or should we get somewhere now?
Apologies, repeat.
Do you happen to have this information that you're looking for yourself, or is it something that we have to get from someone else? You want me to call Dion? Oh.
We may have to get someone else.
Well, I believe we're good to go. Meteora, please hook up to me.
Affirmative.
No. We'll run an in-depth look and see if we can't get anything important. Do you believe anything is wrong with yourself, or?
Negative. However, I experienced a brief glitch during our missions yesterday. However, I believe it must have been stress-related due to the impact it had on my systems.
Sure.
Analyzing the data from Horus's systems, most of it looks to have been decently repaired over the course of the week since the mission. In the cases of the glitches that were noticed, this appears to be a fault within the stealth drive of this particular synthetic suit. This was exaggerated by the weather conditions during the mission. It should not happen as frequently now, but it seems to be a flaw in this particular unit's development, one that was never able to be fixed before they were requisitioned for the rebellion. Perhaps over time this could be addressed to some degree, but everything else looks to be normal. Chassis damage has been repaired, mobility is uninhibited, and their data and ability to follow orders seems to be intact.
This seems more... Nobody's built perfectly, and that's true for all synthetics as well. It seems that you may have a couple flaws in your system. Something that might not be easy to repair. It's less the stress of the mission, but the fact that we were in pouring rain and in imperfect conditions for yourself, that you tend to be imperfect. It's something that we can work on, but frankly, at this current moment, you are running as nominally as you can. I would suggest that you stay away from rain, stay away from too humid of places, and we'll see if we can't get something a little bit better for you later.
Understood. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Absolutely. If you need anything else, please feel free to ask. We're here for you.
Very good. I will make it now.
You're not broken. This is wonderful news.
Indeed.
And it believes that there's someone waiting.
Of course. I was told that you requested me.
We requested him.
I assumed otherwise once I got down here and I saw him, but you know, had to report.
It does not help that we have two people named Horace.
Right.
Perhaps we should give them different names.
We should.
Horse.
Wait, Horus? Horse. Your name is Horse?
That has been my nickname for a while now.
That is what they said.
Why horse, though?
Because I'm really good at carrying things.
Very well. What is your rank and designation again? Or specifically
Private,
your
heavy
rank?
infantry.
Private Horse, Corporal Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Yep.
We'll use those designations from now on.
I would like
you.
to call
Well,
them
thank you for
Chariot.
reporting.
Right.
You'll have to ask them on that.
Oh no, they're walking
There better
away.
not be a joke there. There better not be a joke there. There's a joke there. I don't like that joke. I'm gonna skip that joke. There's something calling about this. Going around to menial tasks, nothing important, no bullets flying of all things.
I believe you stated during the last operation that you prefer to be the person in the chair.
Yeah, to say the least.
However, you have not been sitting in a chair for approximately 30 minutes.
It's a metaphor, Meteora, and I'm sure you know that.
I do. I just thought I would point it out.
Yeah, you know what? Would it help if I sat in a chair and wheeled it around? Do you know that these chairs are
I
like
do
the
not
fan
know.
chairs that you can like, you can sit down on them and like push your legs and you can like roll around?
I am aware.
Come on, let's go back to the mess hall. I'm sure most people are there now.
Understood.
Other than your need to recharge, do you really feel any urges like that to replenish yourself?
To masticate? No.
Please don't use that word like that.
It is a word for chewing food, is it not?
I know what it means, Meteora. I understand what it means, Meteora.
I will refrain from
Just
using
say
this word in
eat.
your presence. My apologies. I'm sorry I've disappointed you.
Oh, you haven't disappointed me. You haven't disappointed me yet.
Yet.
Come now. Everybody has an opportunity to disappoint me, and so far I've only disappointed myself.
How unfortunate.
If we're standing in different spots.
The hall population seems to be strong.
Gather around real quick.
Out in the middle of the hallway, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Gather around.
This appears to be a fire
Sounds
safety
actually curious,
hazard.
too.
Hey, you guys
Might
go in the
want-
cafeteria. Come in.
Mhm.
All right, cafeteria it is.
All right.
You didn't already know Colonel wants this guy captured alive.
Ah,
Ugly
I'm
bastard.
doing that debrief.
Get an idea of what he looks like. You see him on the field,
At ease.
kill him. you can
All right.
disable him.
Subdue.
You know. Yeah. Capture him, and you're golden.
Now, I see that you have a selection of alcohol, but the real question is, do you have some coffee?
Oh no. We gotta find our river too, cause who gets it over there?
Oh, it's over there?
Good problem.
Okay.
Aye. Got a pot over there. It's
Her feet are on the kitchen
That's
appliances.
where all the hot stuff is. Over this is
Fantastic.
all this is cold stuff.
Your container back, sir.
Good morning. I suppose it's morning. I suppose that's a formality in space, isn't it?
We've only been out
Yes.
for
He was asking. Is there any
I suppose. I heard there was a coffee pot over here.
I couldn't find many appliances,
He helped.
but there is chicken noodle soup on
This
the
is why Colonel
stove.
thinks it's a good idea because
I'll wait for everybody else to eat, I suppose.
return her or something like that. Colonel referred
Oh, is that
to him as being-
the girl with the blue hair?
Yeah. The one was with
that one.
Apparently, Colonel.
So that's why they were able to keep that shield generator up for so long.
You are free to go on your own for a while, Meteora. I believe I'm just going to sit for a while.
Understood. Patrolling.
Roadmaster is a position, but it's a set position that can be taken by.
Should divert away from this current trajectory. At least that would be the best course of action. Do you do so?
I do so.
Very well.
Well, actually, they would send a report over to Colton first. Then,
Colton would
under given.
obey what your best interest is, because you are the pilot and he is a synthetic. And you would trust your judgment.
And he would do so.
Very well. You do so. You divert away from the, well, asteroids and debris. And are back on course.
Seems like we have a group of asteroids that wanted to give us some trouble. Having course a little bit to our right.
What?
To avoid the asteroids.
Of course. Continue. You and me both. It's a marvel, isn't it? A giant cold star. Very beautiful. A dim brightness. Eventually, according to scientists, it will consume every planet. It is far too cold, and the dwarf star is burning up. Only about 100 years left. Perhaps something can be done. There are 20 billion people on Zaltaris after all. It would be a shame to see them all perish.
Indeed.
Going to check and see the gunner systems to make sure they are online. Good. Right guns and left guns are active and are currently awaiting input input from the pilot.
Which input needed, sir?
Authorization for when it is to be taken in with manual control. Currently they're on auto. Which means when something comes in within range of the radar, it will attempt to blast it down. There are plasma rail cannons, meaning it's primarily plasma that is the projectile. It's effective versus shields primarily, but can disable ships, especially pirates. I wouldn't worry about that though, as the pirates typically in this sector ignore us. They know who we are, and know that we are not a registered freighter, which should seem very odd to them specifically.
Understood. I would agree.
Colonel,
Yes.
during the previous operation and following it, you had said that you had wanted to speak with me about a data concern.
It had to do with the leakage. However, I took an in-depth look into your systems personally and your performance and realized there was actually no leak whatsoever. It was a compromise, a fake out by the enemy, thinking our systems were compromised so that you would stop pinging. It worked. I will bear
Understood.
this in mind in future. You should also be aware of this in future, as enemies can fake out your systems in attempts to stop them from working. A bluff,
Understood.
if you will.
I will keep this in mind for the future. Thank you.
Good.
It's some alien. Remember seeing it?
Sure.
How do you?
I still find it to be fascinating. With such an amazing capabilities that we have, we can find
Greetings, Alex. How do you?
and all sorts of life forms. It's amazing.
That would be interesting.
Lieutenant, are you busy at the moment?
I am not. Do you require assistance?
I wish to merely make a report to logistics, if that is alright.
Affirmative. I am listening.
Preferably somewhere where it's more quiet. I'm not sure of its nature yet.
Come with me. Will this be good enough?
I believe I heard something about. Did you need to make a logistics report? I think I've heard that.
I do. I'm not sure of its nature yet, but it is something that you two would be more inclined to be aware of. When we were departing, I had a attempted breach on my systems remotely. From where I am not sure. However, such thing was immediately batted aside, impossible even. The system immediately flushed out and I was on my way. This was about a day after our departure.
Have you attempted to
Was I
clear
not
your
processing
systems? Oh yeah, that's. Or is it still the logs from when this happened? Are they still there?
Unsure. All I know is that my protective software flushed the systems once the attempt was noticed. Nothing was
Curious,
lost,
come with
as
us,
these systems
logistics
are hard
officer.
to... Very well.
Logistics office.
Very well.
Just like this. For such a long periods of times have passed, as we could be losing crucial data, and I suppose we'll have to work from up here, as I do not believe you should be going downstairs. But
No,
I'm going to access.
I understand.
I'm going to access your memory and your logs to see if we can get any additional information than what you remember. Where's your access port?
There is one little blade.
Okay.
If there's any further information, you will need to call a DM.
Understood. One moment. Can we have a DM to the logistics room? They are on their way. So, your battle. You seem to be still in one piece and you seem to have been repaired. What have you learned from the battle?
A few things. Primarily from reviewing combat data and the like. Things of positions and advantageous angles and the like. More specifically, at least when carrying heavier ordnance, to be mindful of my positions.
Correct. I reviewed that footage as well, and it seems that you like to turn your back.
You will have to forgive me, Lieutenant. I'm not used to the third-party pack.
Something abnormal comes up on the systems between you and Meteora. It seems that there's a strange signal coming in from the cockpit, something about the forward blast shields being activated. However, no signal within the ship seems to have been processed to do such a thing, which means that this had to have happened remotely. Concerning.
That shouldn't be a thing. We'll have this diagnostic in no time. To the,
completed. They are making their way up towards the cockpit.
We'll make our way to the cockpit. You be in standby.
Understood.
Not here, just standby.
Understood.
All of you at this time now hear ship alarms. Something has come within
We
the
should hurry.
proximity of the ship.
Yes.
Battle stations are in order.
That doesn't sound good.
Battle stations, get to positions! Move!
What the hell?
Get to positions! We shouldn't have tracked.
Everyone
We
enter the command link on my orders. Combat is initiated as of now. Prepare for any boarding parties.
Loading up visor to ship. Can I engage in manual?
We had a fucking situation.
Affirmative.
We shouldn't have anything like this happen.
I have
We
no
were
idea.
told
I
that we
literally
weren't being
watched.
detected.
I literally watched these things shut in their own without orders from them. Apparently, Sarge's gonna get the rest of the men and have them stationed in positions. I'm waiting on further orders from Colonel Curran. I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Absolutely. This couldn't have been because of the.
Alex Engineering. We need
You
to
know
reroute
that we were just doing, right?
2 shields.
We were looking at Alex. You don't believe this is related, do you?
I do not believe so.
That's impossible. Nothing can reach us this far out. This is 11,000 kilometers. They're small vessels. Negative. 1 large vessel, 2 smaller vessels.
Listen to my order and obey. Everybody, head to your bunks, get your weapons, make sure they're tip-top shape, and get ready for anything. Stand by for further orders.
Trusses have been rerouted to shields.
Understood. Appreciate it.
This is Corporal Horace. The infiltration team is standing by at the docking station.
Excellent. That is their only route in, as the hull has been exposed since our entry. Here's what needs to happen. Listen well. There may be boarding parties, but first they have to get through the shields. I need 2 of our top gunners up to the cockpit and get inside the seats and start firing warning shots. We're going to try and convince these individuals, if they are pirates, to leave us alone. Non-lethal at first. Disable their shields. Should they come any closer, destroy them. These are most likely pirates. Running countermeasures now to identify.
Who would you recommend to the gunners?
Eric.
Go.
And Horace.
Eric and Horse are good.
Understood.
Get them up on the gunner seats. Left.
Go.
And
Eric,
right.
Eric, Horse. Please report to the main command area and get on a gunner seat. Now.
Manual over.
Manual override. Jack in. Take control of the ship for now.
Unit Alex, we position in the docking bay hull.
Understood. Excellent.
You do so with ease. There is no role for this. With enough given time, you override everything into manual using your major edge. You do so.
Colonel.
Fly blind. Good luck. Use the sensors. Trust the instruments. I will try and lock anything out. Yes. Report.
It would appear that whatever closed the blast doors did so remotely.
Understood. Pirates do not have this tech, but I need to dig closer to confirm. Enhance our radar using the pingware. Jack yourself into the main console.
Understood.
I need to identify these ships.
Override complete. Jacking.
Would you like assistance on that, sir?
Please assist Meteora.
Meteora, as you connect into the systems, you start to expand your influence into the radar equipment of the ship. One of the few parts that has not been locked out from the anti-piracy defenses. With the effect of your major, as well as your pingware, you're able to expand the visibility, able to determine not just what those blips are on the radar, but what. And the answer is quite alarming. These ships in hot pursuit are Federation, and not just any. A few of these seem to be enforcer ships.
Report. What have you learned?
One moment. Colonel, these are Federation enforcer ships. Interceptors.
Understood. Alerting the rest of the rebellion. This is Colonel Colton, relaying to every single one of you aboard the ship. These are Enforcer Federal Jet Strike ships. I repeat, long-range Enforcer technology. It would seem they have been tailing us for quite some time now. Please be aware, when the shields drop, they will surely enter. We do not have the countermeasures to hold them out for long. Engage. Shoot them down, gunners.
Understood, sir. Engaging, sir.
If you haven't already, make sure your space battle ambience is now on.
Alex, please move to the docking bay.
Understood.
Let's move, Meteora. We've gotten all the information that we need.
Colonel, would you like me to continue providing radar support here?
Unnecessary. I recommend overseeing the docking bay area with the rest of the officers. We can hold this position for now. I'm going to manually jack myself in and help Phoenix steer the ship.
Understood, sir.
Understood, Colonel.
And less power.
Take care.
Make your way to the docking bay area. Remember the mission. Civilians above everything else.
Understood, sir.
Civilians above everything else, sir. Double time it.
This is going to be a suicide mission. I suppose I've enjoyed serving under you, squad leader.
I am glad to hear that, though not discount it yet.
If you see that Howie fucker for whatever reason, remember our mission, aye?
Shield boy, take command.
Lieutenant Parker.
Speak, what's up? What do you need from me?
Situation report. Have you established defenses?
Currently, for the most part, yes. We've got Alex standing by, a couple of the sergeant's men standing by, and if they come through and push us back, we've got a couple down the hallway down there, ready for our advances back.
Sorry.
Watch your fire.
Yeah, I know.
Understood.
Hey, you know that thing you can do? The, I don't know what the fuck to call it. The scanny thing?
Yes. It is called pingware.
You can use that here, right?
Affirmative. The structure of the ship may cause interference in some places, however, I should have plenty of coverage.
Report your position.
We're hooked into the ship after all.
Got it.
Jenkins,
Second Lieutenant, can you make sure the civilians are
the quiet plate face and
locked within
the all in
the barracks area for me?
Good.
Understood. I will let you know over command link.
From the cafeteria.
Perfect. Those will be our retreat points. We do not let whoever's coming in get to those points. Do you understand me, soldiers?
You got it, Lieutenant.
Bosch,
Yes.
I would like to remind you that these containing areas are incredibly important to our mission. Allowing them to get inside and destroy any of the equipment would be detrimental to our overall success.
I know.
In case of any retreat.
Second Lieutenant Parker has requested that I enter the barracks. I will be right back. Yes, he would like to confirm that the civilians are there. Where they are supposed to be. Lieutenant Parker, this is Lieutenant Meteora. All but one is secured within the barracks.
Roger that. Thank you.
The individual is the medic. Shall we have them on standby?
Copy that.
Understood. I will assume you heard this. Please be on standby if there are any injuries.
As always. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Lieutenant Barker has requested that I be on standby with the pingy thing.
Absolutely. Remember, the chances of us being tracked by the enforcers are strong. This will be our last resort. Luckily, they'll all be coming through a single area, so the chances of needing the ping system will be minimal.
Hopefully.
I'm glad that my drone was fixed. I don't know what I'd be doing without it. Meteor, could you open the door for me?
Affirmative.
I'm bringing it back. Thank you. Close it.
Shall I wait inside or shall I wait out here?
We're going to be the fallback points. We already have our first line of troops that are going to fall back. Once they fall back, we fall back behind them. You understand?
Affirmative.
Hopefully we don't get that far. This was supposed to be smooth. We covered all of our tracks. How did they find us?
I do not know. It's very unfortunate. It would be very nice if they would simply leave.
It would be, Meteora. It would be. Meteora, give me a reminder to finish that diagnostics on Alex when we're done.
Understood.
Do you have your weapons up already?
My weapon is ready.
Good. I don't like the feeling of this. If they wanted to, they could just bombard us until we have nothing left. Why are they choosing to board?
Possibly because they do not want to damage the ship. Or because they have something on the ship that they want.
What would they want on the ship? It's just mech supplies. Well, I suppose that's part of the answer, mech supplies, but...
We do not know what is on the deck below us.
Curious. I wonder if Colton knows.
That or they simply want to kill us.
Yes, report.
I was doing a self-routine check on the integrity of the ship and its safety protocols. Down that way is a direct shot to our core. Should they breach engineering, it will be... That will be
disastrous.
Indeed. If you have not already, I would suggest a fallback plan that includes protecting this corridor all the way down to the fusion core.
I agree. We already have the first line of fallback, but I do believe you are correct. Where is Parker? Parker should be leading this. This is very odd.
He is inside, if I recall correctly.
Good. Ooh.
Hi, May! The door does not seem to like you. Bad
there we go.
door.
I didn't do anything wrong. Parker,
Speak, what's up?
what's your fallback plan?
Currently, if they fuck up the breach, we're all gonna be flown into space. But luckily, at this position, we should have enough time to react if that does happen. Fallback plan, there should be a couple units down that hallway to cover our retreat. We're gonna move back into that sector, and hopefully they should not cross that fucking point over our lives.
If they get to the engineering area, I'm sure you understand what that means.
I know the implications, Lieutenant. Yes, they won't get there, don't worry.
I trust you. You know how to move our men.
Never mind.
I'll give you information from behind.
Understood, Lieutenant.
They do not appear to be able to be grabbed. It's quite foiled.
I believe you have some defensive capability, correct?
Affirmative.
Your job will be, once they start, if they have to fall back, is you will be covering them. You have that shield,
Understood.
correct?
Affirmative. It is currently
You'll
operational.
be how they fall back with this. You'll be how they fall back with safety.
Affirmative. It should be made aware that this hallway will be incredibly difficult to defend from, as there are very few points of cover.
I know. Parker knows that as well. But, in the same respect, there's only one entranceway.
Affirmative. It is the choke point.
If it was simpler, we'd be able to seal this door. But, that's actually kind of viable. I wonder. This ship already has different other lockdown mechanisms. If during the retreat we lock down this door, there's a chance that we might be able to stall them, at least for a while. Though I don't know what good that will do.
Agreed.
Allow us to at least get into position, but we'll see. Dear God.
It would be standard procedure, though, that if this hall is breached, these doors will seal shut to prevent the entire ship from depressurizing.
If there is a breach and they decide to vent that out, well, put it frankly, most of our troops up there are dead.
Yes, but it will also mean that it will be nearly impossible for them to enter. I doubt they will do this.
I doubt they will too. See what our invisible Horus can do. I look forward to see his training. He seems to be very capable. I think I have a feeling what that means. Means they might be coming from the other side as well. Let's hope that they're able to defend their side with ease. I don't wish to see my men die today, Meteora.
That would be very unfortunate.
It would be.
I believe we should kill all of them. The enforcers, that is.
LTs, where are we needed? The guns on the bridge are overheated.
Head inside and speak with Lieutenant Parker.
Understood.
Your firepower will be sorely needed.
Parker.
Go.
Big Ray over there. Welcome to the party.
Lieutenant Fields.
Is it a party now?
Welcome to the
Interesting.
party.
I think you and
I
Meteora
like
get along
this.
pretty well.
Enforcers know how to put on a show.
Should we, as they say, crash their party then, Alex?
You are more than welcome to try, Lieutenant.
Those of you who are in the docking bay area begin to hear hammers on metal, but then no longer hammers on metal. You hear what sounds like plasma canisters being placed in the brief patch that you made when you entered the ship against the wall, and then beeping.
Oh no, that sounds alarming.
Prepare yourself.
Sound detected. Get out of here.
You know what to do.
Safety off.
Prepared to fire.
Drone going out. Keep the door open.
Explosion detected.
Close that door. Let's see.
They seem to be coming from both sides of the back part of the hangar. Prepare and focus your fire in those areas. There's a large force behind the rightmost crates in the hangar. Approximately 7 men. Right side.
I don't think my gun works.
Everybody listen up to keep you informed. They have attacked us at the docking bay. They have breached 2 main holes. Stand by. We need your help.
I don't know why it's not working.
If you want me to shake them up in some way, let me know.
If they try to move forward, he might try that out. But until that point, hold her steady.
Understood.
It was working in the spawn room. Yeah, you're right.
They seem to be holding on the back two cargo plates. If we can get, we don't want more. seem to be shooting at the hull of the ship. Meteora, they seem to be shooting at the hull of the ship from the inside. Strange, they're not just targeting us, they're targeting the ship itself.
I do not know why.
I do not know why as well. I'm going to see if we have any injured.
Do be careful.
That's what my drone exists. Another breach happened. Seem to be staying in that same area. Do you have units there? Parker, we need units on the leftmost side. There's an open hallway that they have a chance to move down to. I'm bringing the drone back. They haven't moved forward. Jesus. On that left side there, Meteora.
Affirmative.
There's essentially two hallways. There's a very thin hallway on the leftmost side, and then there's the main hallway. We seem to have the main hallway mostly covered, but that leftmost hallway has people in pretty scattered positions. I'm worried about that side.
Perhaps once again remind Parker.
Yep, go.
Is this firing?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Interesting. Not for me.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Enemies pushing left side hallway. Please send more units there to cover that side.
Units on the left side, you are danger close to the enemy. Back up.
Back up.
We are defending these points, not moving forward.
Not moving forward. Meteora, keep track on the amount of injured that we have in case we need to fall back.
Understood.
Hey,
You're also
Forrest, I'm gonna
talking
run in front of
calmly.
you in a minute.
You're good. Let me know when.
Going now?
Go.
Meteora, you're still talking
Yes.
calmly. Be aware.
Most of the remaining enemies are in the furthest most crates. They haven't pushed up. On both sides.
I have done a scan. There are 2 enforcer ships docked. Not 1, but 2. Relaying it now.
Units, be aware those are going to be nasty. Once they're here, we cannot
use the ping system.
or we risk them knowing our positions.
Are you able to identify where their current units are held?
Yep. They're mostly on the left side and still in the furthest most crate. Just as I relayed earlier.
Understood.
Not been able to push up.
Conserve your ammo. We seem to be suppressing them in their current positions. We need everything that we have if those enforcers come on.
Understood. Shall I ping their current positions?
No, not yet. We have no reason to. We have them well suppressed.
Understood.
No, we simply wait. I don't know. Wish for my drone to die before, well, be destroyed before the enforcers come. I have the urge to peek, but for some reason, a different urge is telling me that that is the worst idea possible.
Perhaps. Would you like me to peek for you?
No!
Understood.
Second story. My drone can do all the peeking that we need.
Status on the injured. How many injured do we have?
No injured on our side. Injuries down here at the dock bay have been dealt with. We're on standby. They've stopped pushing him for a moment.
Copy. Take a moment to breathe. Doctor, is there any more critical back where you are?
I've only seen one critical, or I've only seen one injury, to be honest.
Perfect. That's just how we like it. Good job.
Mm.
Good job so far, everybody. But it should get nasty from now on. Once those enforcers actually start arriving, it's going to get nasty. Be prepared.
And now we wait.
Affirmative.
Is there more that we could be doing?
At the moment, no.
They have 2 breaches on the side of each one of the ships. This is all enforcer level tech. Or any attempts that we would have to attempt to breach the communication systems would most likely fail or be put against us. Because
Unless we were to combine.
enforcers. Ah, good point.
However, I would wait until the time comes that they are here and attacking. They will be unable to counteract. While they are regrouping, they have an opportunity to breathe. I would like them to not breathe.
I agree. Oh, that is incredibly disturbing.
I'm glad you think so.
Mm-hmm. And again, it's the enforcers.
Insurgents, second wave inbound. There are 2 ships docked below the hangar. Attempting ping. I'm unsure who is on this squad. However, if they have a second unit, they'll be better prepared than the first, and they'll know your positioning. Switch it up.
You heard that, Parker?
I'm switching it up down here.
Sounds good. Keep it up.
Logistics, have you noticed any breaches in our security? Or in the systems?
Negative, not yet, other than the one that started all of this.
I see.
Relevant. Why?
No, because I'm just looking through the engineering systems to make sure no one's trying to break in.
Understood. Keep an eye.
Main cannons still need some time to cool down.
What would we need in order to disrupt their systems? A helmet just like last time?
We could try to breach their communications remotely. However, a direct connection to their communications equipment would be better. If there are any bodies that they can get
chances
to.
of us being able to get through
This
the
would be
remote systems of the
good.
enforcers is extremely low. So yes, I agree. If we're going
But
to do
not
that,
impossible.
we're going to need at least not impossible, but I don't want to risk the entirety of our group just to potentially get slightly more information.
Heads up, shots fired.
Drone going out. Keep the door open.
Enemies will shield tech on the left side. They seem to have upgraded a bit. And on the right side, but they aren't pushing on the right side yet. If you can keep those in the right side suppressed while we deal with the left side. They have moved to the second crate on the right side. Be aware. Units behind that second crate, they will be pushing on your position. That is where Parker is.
Shall I ping them?
No, not yet.
Understood. A grenade in an enclosed space in a ship in a docking bay would be a terrible idea.
They have a chance to flank you from the right side of that crate. You might want to pull back.
Those who I send new positions to, start moving back. Why is this thing not working? Oh, it's working.
We hear you loud and clear, Parker.
Sorry.
Enemies are moving forward on the right side. Shield is deployed.
Do you believe there is a chance we can deploy countermeasures to disable their shield?
Not that shield. We might be able to EMP it.
We could make an attempt.
Shields are down. Open fire.
Watch your fucking fire. Howie's in that fucking shield.
Please do not kill Unit Howie Zealous.
They are beginning to retreat. Parker, if you wanted your time, now is the time.
Cryonian located. Right side.
They have broke formation. Parker, now's the time.
Lieutenants. He's right here.
Report. Good.
Greetings, it's great to meet you.
Decker. Who's our Decker on standby?
It'll probably be one of the cities.
One moment.
Open the door and you might join back before we head back. Okay. You the man we were looking for?
This is Unit Meteora. We require the assistance of a Decker in the docking bay.
Alright, I guess I can head over.
Good job, Parker.
Target is secure. Everyone else back to your positions and stand by.
Parker, don't be standing in the middle of the fucking door.
Admin room. Now.
To the command room. Parker, that's you.
What about him? Do I take him?
Actually, yes. You and no. Parker, we need you here to keep commanding in case they attack next. You, take up. Go.
Alright. Zelas.
Good luck.
It is at this moment in time where you realize Earther is not with you.
Fuck, Arthur. Listen.
Keep your fucking hands up. Keep your hands up. Don't put your hands down.
Lieutenant, the admin room? The Colton's at?
Get this shield rewired.
Yes.
Could you help him too?
Please make haste.
He's probably in a regular grunt uniform.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm reporting in.
Get him down to the colonel now. Double time. Let's go.
He was in the wake with me. Go look through the people.
Please go with them.
Parker, if you're going to do that, do it now.
Yes.
We don't know when they'll be attacking next. Go.
Alright, who am I going with?
This way. Just move.
Alright. I was told to go with you, so I guess I'll follow you.
Yes, go. Well, we just lost 2 combat units from that. That's not the way. Is that the way?
Yes.
It is?
Affirmative.
I am so lost. Status report on the injured. Are we still good?
Alex, I need you up front to my right now. Double time. Let's move.
No further injuries reported.
Copy.
This RP is completely new.
Doing good so far. I would have expected that second enforcer rate to be more deadly, but seems that we had the right tech for it.
I do not believe we saw any enforcers. Not yet.
No.
They may be waiting inside their ship, setting in their smaller units to wear us down. However, we appear to be making quick work of them. How unfortunate for them. Maybe now they'll get the message.
Maybe they will. I'm concerned on the amount of supplies that we have to be able to deal with those shields again. Do you know if we use the EMP grenade? The one
I
that
do not know. To my understanding, that unit may have been the only one with that shield.
Attention insurgents. The Enforcer ships are in retreat. 2 of them were destroyed upon undocking. Well done.
Colonel, I need you towards your administration room.
Clean up the bodies.
Minimal injuries, sir. I believe we only have 1 critically injured.
Team, move to the docking bay and attempt to reseal the holes.
Colonel.
Understood. You heard the man. Docking bay now. Let's move.
Colonel, I'm needing you in your administration room.
I am on my way. I am undocking myself from the main ship's mainframe.
Understood.
Officers, join me in the officer cabin.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Understood, sir.
Understood. Be there shortly.
This way.
That way is faster. Really? Can I go?
Oh. This way. Greetings.
So, why was I requested?
I believe to assist with their equipment.
Decker.
You're a Decker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should take a look at
The individual has been brought to medical.
Grab it so I don't get shot when reaching for it.
See that they receive treatment, and then
I think I'll wait
them
for
to
Colton.
when they are stabilized.
Correct choice, civilian. We wait for Colton. Parker, fantastic job.
Is alright.
Did you find Parker? Not Parker, Arthur, my bad.
Parker
Did
Field.
you find Arthur?
They've been found.
Yes, he's in there.
Ah.
What the fuck you do
And,
back there?
Meteora.
Well, if you didn't see, I intentionally
Yes.
dropped the shield on
Battery.
the officers with their pants down.
Affirmative.
Why'd you make the decision?
Watch your fire, please.
As long as I know I'm not gonna get shot.
What was that fight?
Right?
It was not me. I did not have a gun in my hands.
Kind to me.
At this time, the sounds
guys
from
No, I
outside
didn't.
hall
Family when I was
echoing, the
watching
guns,
you.
the shields,
Or at
the
least a
docking
semblance of
equipment,
care for each other when I was
all
watching you
silent.
in that spaceport. Wow.
There's no more
long ago was
noise
it?
from outside
1
the
week?
freighter. No more
So,
collision. It is
when I
quiet.
found one of you left behind, I couldn't just sit there and know the same thing that happened to me would happen to them. Not worse,
I need
so
you to take off your helmet for
I
me.
stepped in.
Do so now. God, you're as ugly as the pictures.
It's not very nice.
Parker, good relations.
One. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You look one. You made a good choice.
I'm not so sure yet.
You can put your helmet back on. If it makes you feel comfortable.
It won't stop any of the bullets.
Specials Galia. What's your location?
Or would it make you feel more comfortable?
Admin room, keep an eye on the Crown Inn.
No. You're fine. You do still have a weird voice, though. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
like you got a helmet on.
Until Colton gets here, do you want me to go into the decking
Lies,
area
no, I
and
don't.
patch up the holes? The dock area, I should
Yes,
say.
that is where you should be right now.
All right. If you need me back in here, just call over the radio. I'll be back.
Understood.
We will do. Thank you.
Take care.
No.
Oh.
Well, Colton's here.
That door's a little. Oh, okay. Good timing.
Guess I'll wait.
Individual with you.
Welcome, Colonel.
Seat him down.
Long time no see.
Not too long. Only a week.
Guess not. Another individual.
Colton, sir, you seem to be elevated.
Yes, you're floating a little bit.
I am cheating using my
Can I put my hands down?
wild card.
Or are you gonna shoot me if I do?
You're what?
If you are not an officer or attached directly to me, leave the room. You
I'll go patch.
can patch up the hall.
All right.
Yes. Please do so. Close the door, 6. Howie Zelos. Private.
That's me.
Shield Specialist. And it would seem, Defector, you ran that second chance you got. You disabled your
Well,
shields, leaving all your men to die.
not my men. If anything, those people were torturous to me. It's either that or try and slip away and give you guys the worst chance possible. I made my choice.
I have.
Bring this one in and seat him down, and then leave the administrative room.
Arthur. Good.
You watched them go left.
Has this one been tended to?
They have. They've been fully patched.
You injured?
Clear the hall.
I don't think so. Not that I can feel.
This hallway. Clear.
Wait.
Exit on the door ahead of you. Do not be in this hallway. If they try to enter, move them.
Body delivered, sir.
This is a private meeting. I should not have to make myself clear. I'm going to get to brass tacks. What is a cryonian battery? What are you?
Good question. The only thing I know is that with whatever I have, I can cool down the shield generator, make it last longer, but it's a risk. I might not make it out every single time I do it, and it paralyzes my hands. Yes.
But I haven't heard the term cryonian battery before. You were from Pharmatech Station 8. Is this correct?
It sounds correct,
You were
yes.
purchased.
Also correct.
Purchased by who?
It was purchased by the federal conglomerate.
I see. You're going to tell me everything. I don't need to explain what happens if you don't.
What do you want me to start with?
How did you slip under the radar? How did 3 ships get behind the freighter without our knowledge? I understand that it's Enforcer tech, but to be this far out, 11,000 miles away from Saltaris, is not possible.
It is. They've been making leaps and bounds. They've shifted all of their priority that I know of to R&D. The Enforcers are becoming way more dangerous. Their armor's almost twice as durable now, but it's a lot bulkier.
Explain. When was this done? When did these upgrades come into effect?
Recently, if I remember correctly, maybe a month or 2 at the most.
You realize what you are saying is that there's been a technological leap. In other words, the next generation of Enforcers. Is this what you are saying?
Yes.
Rolling. That's not possible. They've
Just because
already
you
been
don't think it
increasing
is
their
doesn't
next
mean it is.
generation of units.
They've made that big of a
I
leap.
do not believe this. It's not possible.
Then how did they get here,
How did they
Colton?
make such a leap in technology? How did they get here? My only guess is that we would have a spy in our midst.
I don't know.
That would be my deduction. There is someone aboard the ship leaking information.
I don't know you well enough to be the judge of that.
What of you, Arthur?
He's been my friend since the basic, the only one that's been kind to me.
Hey, let him talk. Colonel's not talking to you.
Sorry.
You will speak when spoken to.
want him to tell the
of you,
truth. It's what he's
why
doing.
did you wish to defect? I can understand an abused Cryonian, but why you? My question is going to come down to this quite simply, because I don't like to cut corners. Why should I keep you alive in the rebellion when there is risk of you being here?
I'm done with the bullshit. Done with it. The one's in effect for a while.
Zelas. Lieutenant, unbind Zelas.
Thank you.
Stand. Position Arthur on his knees. Give me a gun.
What are you doing?
Check and see that it's loaded.
Meteora, keep a good look on this situation.
I am.
You'll want to review it.
It is not loaded?
Affirmative.
Oh, it is loaded.
It is now.
Thank you.
You made it. You've always made it.
You say you were both done with her bullshit. Unfortunately, I can't allow two of you to bear risk to my rebellion.
Why not?
Risk.
Then what? He's been my friend this entire time. There's no way he would betray me. He helped me.
You could be saying this just to get him aboard. Just so that we have a spy in our midst that reports directly to the higher-ups. I'm going
You
to
already
offer
think you have a
choice
spy.
to us. If you wish to prove yourself, and be very careful. Make sure you have a gun at the back of his head. Lieutenant. I want you to choose. He hands you the gun.
Keep a gun trained on him.
Do it.
Show me your loyalty, how far you will go.
Now's not the time.
Everything is fine. You can move over.
Disperse the whole way.
If we kill our friends, then we're no better than them.
Choose.
I can't.
Hesitation.
I
leads
can't
to
kill my
weakness.
friend.
Give me
He's
the
been
gun.
there. Are you gonna do it yourself then?
Give me the gun. It fires a blank. He instinctively keels over thinking he is dead. But nothing ejects from the gun. He has passed my test. Welcome to the rebellion, Silas, unearther. You will be placed under watch for the rest of the day. You will not be joined.
I thought he
in
couldn't
combat
use
for
normal
now.
weapons because his hands are too fucking big.
Very well. At least make use of my shield generator. If you have a Decker, you can reprogram it to match you in the rebellion.
Or a better idea, you are unarmed and you assist us in a supporting role. I broke your gun. I am sorry.
Well, I can do
you
that.
will need to go to the storage room and collect another. I'm not meant to hold them, you see. It was made to make a point.
Alright. No worries, Carl.
Come on, Arthur.
Know this, Zelos. Should you have continued your action in executing your friend, that would make you no better than what you truly are to the Federation. A disposable unit on the field. You made the right choice. And for that, you get to live today.
Thank you. Alright. I don't think they actually confiscated my guns, so...
Confiscate everything from him now.
I'm gonna make sure I take the gun from this guy.
Leave the shield. Take
Got a
Arthur
knife?
to medical. The medical
No, I
wing
don't.
up top with the rest of the rebellion.
He's patting you
You
down.
will join them as we have extra.
There's
that they
nothing
can
extra.
Slip into.
Let's go for
Unfortunately,
magazines here and
we
there.
do not have a size for Zealous at this
pass you
moment in
a couple of
time,
guns
so
and
you
then
will
I'll
have to
come
wear our
over.
own colors.
Make sure
Officers
Patting you
at
down.
place. Should
there
we be
anything on it?
attacked again, what do you wish to do with Zealous? His shield is quite durable and will do very well and perform very well in combat.
How viable would it be to be able to hold the door if we were to fall back?
Sergeant. Get him back to the
Guaranteed.
medical bay.
That will be it. If we have to fall back into the corridors, that shield will be our last line of defense before we start.
With me.
Frankly, if we get to that
I'm gonna
point,
watch over him.
I'd be worried. Must you do that every time, Colton?
Apologies. There are many programs running throughout my head. It is difficult to process at times. You will forgive me. Carry on back to what you were doing. Let's do a damage assessment. Recheck the gear. We should be in the clear now. I'm going back to piloting.
In the clear. Yes, sir. Have all units on standby. Don't let anybody drop their guns. Be ready in case this happens again.
Understood. The weapons from them, do you want to take those?
Put it in the armory.
Yeah, I got it.
Parker?
Yes.
Absolutely outstanding work today.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Keep up the good work.
Good job.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
I suppose now would be a good time to remind you of the task that you asked me to remind you of. Alex's
That would be a
diagnostics
good
still
time.
need to be
Thank you.
finished.
Alex! Oh no.
All is quiet aboard the freighter. Repairs have been done, damage has been assessed, in the gear has been
Alex.
chipped.
Alex.
And it is at this time, through the respite, that all
We
of
will
you
now
are
continue the
thrown
diagnostics
off
that we were doing
balance
before.
as a projectile of
sorry.
some kind crashes into the back of the ship, disabling engines 1 and 2. You were all thrown
3.
for a minute, and you need to take time to assess yourself. Something has hit
3,
the ship,
2,
and it did
1.
not show up on the radar.
We appear to have been hit.
All hands, positions. We're not done yet.
I will have to wait.
Yes, sir. Sir. Yes, Alex. Go into position.
Just an update for everyone on board. Reactor's currently throwing out purple sparks like a firework on the... Oh, God. We're gonna do what we can. I'll update you as it goes.
Everybody else hears that weird sound, right? That's not just me. It's only
Yes.
Affirmative. I believe that is the
I think that's the engine
reactor.
on fire, Lieutenant.
What the fuck is going on?
Just be
3
prepared.
alarms
Whatever's
sound.
coming.
Engineers know this alarm all too well. When 3 alarms sound, it means something has happened in the engineering room, and it is critical. At this moment in time, it is very clear there is no respite. Something has collided with the ship, and the pilot does not know what to do. There is nothing on the radar.
Lieutenant, where is the where's...
I believe it's over here, correct?
All right, here we go.
It's the other way,
Correct,
Lieutenant.
back here.
Please.
Go right now.
Meteora, you know this at this point. I don't know which directions to go half the time. I use a drone for a reason.
Weapons at the ready.
Oh no.
Weapons
That
are
appears
at the
to
ready. Be ready.
be problematic. I do not believe I should approach.
Synthetics, stay away in case this is giving off energy that is going to disrupt you. Meteor, stay back.
Understood. Falling back.
Jenkins down there?
Parker, push.
The engineers are working on it. What we could tell, anyways.
I don't even want to send my drone in there if it's giving off that much.
You do not need a drone for
Anything
this.
electronic. No, I don't believe so.
Attention,
Shall I?
all rebel insurgents. Things have escalated and seem dire. But do not fear, for it is fear that will eventually consume you. And you will falter. Hear my voice. Obey. We're at DEFCON 1.
I asked him to get a report from the pilot to find out what's going on.
Perhaps we should head to
It
logistics.
does not look like it is in good condition.
On the supplies that they need to issue.
If we can get a status on the ship and its integrity, that would definitely be helpful.
The docking bay area.
Understood.
The stealth squadrons have been placed along the corridor and hall, and we'll be watching the storage rooms there. The shields have been disabled, as it would overload the core. We do not know where the breach will come from, but I'd like to think it's the same place as before, as it will be easier
Need to get back to the docking base. They're gonna attack us again, more than likely. If that was them hitting us with that. I don't know what they hit us with.
We have no idea. But we're going to be holding this hall.
You see anything?
We're making sure that no matter what, if this area falls, we're all done.
Alright, hard.
We're going to be reinforcing the areas back up there, but if this area falls, we're all done. Do you understand me?
I fully understand. I don't intend to let the reactor fall.
Good.
Look, my perfect position, straight hallways.
Man.
Sarge, what do you want us to do?
I need you to head back up to the upper decks towards the other docking bay and keep an eye on that.
What are you thinking, Meteora?
I believe it
Same
would be
decision as
wise
last
of us to enter logistics and make certain that all of the ship systems are still intact.
Wonderful idea.
We may also be able to provide
Go.
support for the
Bridging.
engineering team.
All right.
Very good. We should have the shield unit here.
Buddy, don't worry.
Listen to my voice.
You're gonna be fine.
I need people to come down
hope
to the docking bay once more. I think they're gonna breach for the same position. I need you to double time down here now. Those who I've stationed at the reactor, keep your position.
Parker, do you have that shield unit there for the defending the hallway?
You want me to make use of him?
We might as well. He doesn't have a gun, so...
I did not
Colonel,
hear
do we
you.
have permission?
Please repeat yourself.
Say what? Me?
Never
I'm
mind. I'm hearing things. Oh no.
Go get him. 6, go get the shield boy. Bring him to docking.
Okay, let's see if we can do something here. Let's see if we can't get someone.
Hangar Bay. If anyone asks, you were there under orders.
DM to
But
logistics.
actually, in truth, you were not. What is up? What's up, Meteora?
I am in logistics, and I would like to attempt to provide
Let's see what we
support
can
to
get done
the
here.
people in engineering.
I don't know if we're off time, but we can at least try.
Very well. What will you be attempting to do?
Run additional diagnostics to help them fix the problem faster.
Very well. Ariana.
The only thing that we can do is really secure
Give me a bit
a
on
few channels are left
making
in
this reactor not go boom.
engineering bay, but
Actually, I'll do
is
it
already
for
doing
you.
that. What we want to make sure is that all the other systems
I'm on my way.
and that they're in.
I'm on my way.
All right, then I will trade places to you.
Go back up, Meteora.
Pause here. As soon as you come back, let them know what you're currently doing.
Fuck. Seems that most of the systems are still running just fine, except for, well, the engine, but there's not much we can do there. Best that we can do is divert
However, it has
power,
caused
but-
major power fluctuations. This may result in cascading issues.
You see that the engineering team has made some progress in attempting to override and patch up the current leakage of the core itself. Unfortunately, it is in the process of melting down as there is too much power being diverted into the
Meteora,
core
come over
itself.
here
It needs
now.
to be rerouted somewhere else.
Intellect point, share with me. We're doing it. We're gonna see if we can't route this properly and balance it out.
Understood.
2 intelligent points together.
Mm-hmm.
Very well.
That's
all
correct.
right. Augmented roll. Give me one moment. That is ridiculous. All right. One more roll.
I need a Decker down at the.
You're continuing
the
through
dock
rerouting
bay right
power.
now.
You think it would be best to divert
We
it
have
to
a
shields,
Decker?
at least the frontal sheets, to keep the cockpit safe?
Dom,
That
are
would
you
be
a
where
Decker?
the reserves would primarily go, instead
I'm on
of
my
pouring
way.
into the leakage
Double
inside
time, I need you
the
down
core
here.
itself. The core begins to stabilize somewhat. Rolling again. With an 18 plus 2, meaning a 20, you successfully divert all the excess power outside of the core, or inside the core, and pour it off into the shields, overloading shields. Shields for a moment flickers as it takes a bit too much.
Come on. No, pull back.
However, You were able to divert off to weapon systems as well. One of the weapon systems ends up overloading and explodes.
Fuck.
There's a brief moment where the ship rocks a little bit, but not too much due to the stabilizers. However, the shield, at least the frontal shields and the engine shield itself specifically, have been protected, leaving the hull exposed. But the core is now stabilized.
I'll take it. We have less firepower, but we're
Engineering,
stabilized.
please be advised. Logistics team is currently rerouting power throughout the ship. We're attempting to stabilize the core.
Be advised, everything that can be done in that regard has already been pulled by the valves.
Incorrect. We've already been successful. One of our guns overheated, but we now have a stabilization on some of the engines and the main power parts of the ship.
Well, logistics, be advised that
you'll see on your
almost all
monitor,
the fuel has been
right here
diverted
specifically,
away from the reactor.
This gun is at 24%, and it's dropping because, well, there is no gun there anymore. At least you'll see that the turret itself has completely dislodged when you're looking on the outboard camera. It's not detached, but it is
It would be
unusable.
wise to disable power to that system for now, so it does not cause any further trouble.
You do so. Power is
Everyone be
diverted
advised.
elsewhere.
It's been. Looks like it's stopped.
Where should we put it?
One moment, please.
Yeah, shoot.
Looking at this, Tosha, is there anywhere else available to send it?
We no longer have a Tosha.
Where'd Tosha? Son of a bitch!
That's all we can do. We've done what we can. Come on, we need to get back to that breach.
Understood.
Good job, Meteora. That was exactly what we needed. Let's see. Let's go to the engineering team and see how they're doing.
Individual. Rebel unit. Their ID codes, their names, it's going to link into you. As he is broken.
Come on, we're heading to the engineering.
Understood.
Have the streets been clear for us?
We continue to cycle through the warehouse departments to ensure that there are no undetected breaches.
Good, continue to do so.
Affirmative. Breaching.
Everyone be advised, reactor is stabilized. I don't know how, but we were able to do it without turning it off.
Which...
Going to be rerouting fuel back into the engine.
Good.
Understood.
You're welcome. We got you back. We did everything that we could from the logistics department, and it seems it was enough.
It would seem that disabling the shields was not the best move, as the power being output by it was far more than what the systems were capable of exhausting.
If we were to shut that off, everything would have gone off. Life support,
I am not. We are not suggesting this. I specifically said shields. Please listen.
Meteora, respect.
Regardless, thank you for what you've done. But I gotta start figuring out fuel back into this.
Be aware that we have lost a gun. I don't believe we have anyone who's able of actually fixing it, but we're down one gun.
Unless he knows how to fix a gun as well as an engine, I don't know.
It is doubtful that we would be able to repair it until we are within an atmosphere.
I don't suppose you know how to repair a gun from the outside in the middle of a space, do you? Somewhat. Okay. Oh, you know how to repair guns, not in space. There you go. Correct? Understood. We'll keep that in mind. Stay alive. Stay safe. Okay? Meteora, we have to talk about your ability to respect lower units than you.
Okay, then you put meat, you put
It is
cheese,
important to
then you
listen to
put
the
another
concise
slice of bread
words
on
that people
top.
say.
Okay?
Otherwise, miscommunications can
It is
occur.
important to understand. It's important to understand the context in which they're hearing it, such that if they might have misheard or misinterpreted due to their current circumstances, that you're not provoking unnecessary action, Meteora.
Understood. I will keep this in mind in the future.
Keep that cheery disposition up, even if it might not be what you think.
I cannot.
Richie.
Alright.
Listen up. This, Howie, our...
Phoenix, report to the flight deck.
Flight deck.
Sorry, who, Colonel?
Phoenix, the pilot.
Phoenix, you heard the man. Double time.
Phoenix, not us.
Everybody else, this Howie, they have some sort of shield, the thing that we've seen multiple times that the feds have been using. We now have one of our own, thanks to him. So if you ever see this thing go up, on our side, it's friendly.
Just to let you know.
Hello.
The shield is updated with Rebel IFF. We can use it now.
Good. I expect
Sorry to borrow your deck.
contributions to this fight to be worthwhile.
Well, they took my guns, so this is all I have unless you want me to walk up there and start clubbing enforcers.
I
Colonel?
understand. Prove your worth.
Can I give Howie back his weapons?
Negative. He is not to be issued any weapons. He is to play a supporting role within the rebellion until he earns his right.
Understood.
Do not issue him weapons.
Colonel. This is one that came up with the idea of getting the shield operational from the Deca.
Not sure how this thing works. I regret to inform you, some things may be pulling me away a little earlier than I'd like.
Looks like we're out of a
I will
medic.
deal with that.
I have no complaints with that.
I have a feeling I
need
know
you
what
to
that
repeat
is.
last, Doctor.
No problem. Some things that I am not in control of might be pulling me away a little sooner than I'd like.
I understand. Units, protect the doctor as she makes her way up to the second level.
Seems that this might be a tad unnecessary, but...
She is currently the only doctor and surgeon that we have on board. Losing her would be detrimental to the
Correct.
health of all organic life forms.
Correct. So then we simply don't make mistakes, Meteora.
Understood. Oh my. What a mess.
Oh, the alcohol too. Oh, that's a shame. Is there an equivalent to alcohol for you, Meteora?
Not that I'm aware of. I was not designed to masticate.
Why?
It is an accurate word, is it not?
I don't care if it's... It sounds like... I'm gonna keep walking.
It is the perfect word for the situation.
You weren't designed to eat! You weren't... Okay, whatever.
Specifically, I was not designed to inhale food.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Inhale? Okay, you have... Okay, there's something... Okay, I understand now. You have something wrong with your core. Okay, I understand. So, here's the thing. You don't... What do you think we do with food?
You breathe it, do you not?
No.
Understood.
I don't believe we are needed here.
Engineers, this is an emergency status. We need to route all power, or at least most of the power, to our thrusters. We are going to be doing a slingshot maneuver, and we have to make our way to planet nearby. Our chances of survival are low, and I have to make...
The ship is going to crash.
Alright, read you loud and clear.
There is no chance
Let you know when
of
it's
this
done.
lasting for
Hold on,
long
what
with
the
current
fuck?
fuel.
A slingshot? Are we fucking joking?
I am not.
What Phoenix says is correct. I will not lie to you, Rebellion, and I do not wish for you to
Meteora.
assume. So I will be blunt.
Prepare.
The ship
Understood.
is going to collide with the nearest planet. There is not enough fuel to take us back to Zoltaris, to Midnight
I would
Alpha.
suggest that you
There is
find a
too
place
much
where you can
leakage.
protect your head.
Therefore, we are performing a slingshot
Correct.
maneuver around a moon to get to the nearest planet with the right atmospheric conditions. We do not know what this planet is, as we are currently locked out of the system due to the anti-pirating software. However, you will be told when to brace for impact. If we plan accordingly, and we do this right, if we pool all our resources and divert everything into shields along the bottom of the ship last minute, the chances of survival will be elevated in our favor. I have spoken. Please prepare.
Meteora, we're going to the engineering...
Yes,
not engineering. We're going to logistics.
Get ready to brace for impact.
We are
Understood.
increasing in speed now, as the majority of the engines, aka Engine 1, has all its power diverted into it. We have increased in acceleration toward the moon. We will eventually burn out. However, the Federal ships do not seem to be in pursuit. We are outperforming them in terms of speed. At least for now.
Colonel,
Legit?
with permission to start moving people to the cafeteria, considering it's probably the center of our ship and it's gonna take the less damage.
I would recommend moving the majority of the civilians to the cafeteria, at least the ones that aren't in engineering. However, keep in mind, we still may expect contact.
Understood, sir.
Hold that order. There is one ship that is not giving up. One final ship. Wait for my order. Enforcer level.
Logistics units are in position to reroute power.
Excellent. Please do so. There's one last Federal Enforcer ship behind. It is not giving up. It is increased in speed. It would seem they attempt to force a landing, which would make sense as the center hull for the shields have been disabled as we are rerouting power into the engines. Very
Colonel.
bold. Prepare to deal with any threat.
Colonel, permission to get Howie into our comms?
Permission denied.
Understood.
Be advised, engineering is finished routing power. We are prepared for that call on routing power to shields.
Logistics
Logistics also ready to do the same thing.
Continue your action. Do so now.
This is all we can do, Meteora.
Confirming orders. Are we to reroute power to shields?
Not yet. Be
Not
prepared
yet. Be prepared to.
Ah, well, thrusters
I will
has
give the
already
call.
been done. All right.
I'll give the call once we're close enough.
Copy.
I suppose if we crash
It's on
land.
you.
Keep people in position.
Keep people in position.
Be advised, we're going to be having Chris prepare the core for this maneuver.
Understood.
Understood.
She doesn't know how to eat, Brim. Jesus.
Please repeat, I heard my name. I was dealing with Fishbowl.
Make sure units are
Make
in
sure
place.
units are in place and ready to go, just in case.
We're in position, standing by, ready for contacts.
Good job, Parker.
Good job, Parker. We got this.
This is Corporal Horace. Would you still like the infiltration team to be searching the side docks to ensure that there are no additional flank breaches?
Affirmative. If I need
Roger
you to come
that.
back to the docking bay, I'll let you know.
Understood.
Parker, be aware.
Parker, be aware the logistics team will be in the logistics department.
So you will not.
So you will not have drone support.
Copy that.
Call if you need a
Call if you need a ping.
Ship closing in. 300 meters. He is attempting to breach the same place as before, the docking area. Prepare for an attack.
Parker, you are going to be the one who's calling for a ping since we're not watching.
Ultimately, however, the primary
Understood.
should be coming from the docking bay area. Should anything go wrong, stealth units pull back and clear the hallways.
You heard, Colonel. They're over my orders.
Exactly what?
Not much we can do now, other than wait.
For now.
Parker, heavy unit still stationed in the engineering bay.
I suppose that if we crash land,
Affirmative.
there is a probability that we may die.
Absolutely, Meteora. And we're going to do everything we can to reduce that probability to the exact last moment. Meteora,
course.
look around this room. Find the most secure area for us to brace for once the impact finally comes.
Understood.
You don't get nervous, do you, Meteora?
I do not know.
Can you describe what you're feeling right now?
My core is telling me I'm happy.
Not what your core is telling you.
It always tells
That's
me
not what I
that.
asked, Meteora. I know it is.
I very much
You have other
dislike it.
sensors. We'll fix that one time. One day we'll fix it. Once we have the tech.
I believe then I would be very happy. To answer your question, I believe it is anxiety. The probability of failure is larger than what I would deem to be acceptable. However, there is no other choice. So I will disregard this feeling for now. To answer your earlier request, it would appear that under the consoles is possibly the safest position. You will need to protect the back of your head and your skull. I would also suggest that you curl into a fetal position. This will help avoid any sharp objects from puncturing you in your stomach, where you are most vulnerable.
The only thing I'm concerned about is that these are all wired. If they start sparking and I'm stuck underneath there, it won't exactly be pleasant.
If the ship crashes, there is a high probability that power will temporarily be disrupted.
They have some sort of different charge to allow themselves entry. They are starting to trickle in on the left and right. Be careful. Pick your target. Eliminate them.
It's starting. Meteora? Remember that feeling that we felt. You said you said that you disregarded it, but I encourage you don't disregard it. Keep it in mind. Ingrain it in yourself, and
take the high ground.
Be ready for anything.
Does anxiety not often cause problems?
Anxiety is a natural response. It means that you're heightened. It means you're aware. It means that you're watching.
I am always watching.
Those who are currently in the docking bay are in good positions. Don't move back too much.
Let's fire. Alex, utilize your hull. They've got nothing heavy. Place yourself in the center and take the majority of the heat. There's nothing heavy that can take you out for now I can detect. Eliminate them.
Lieutenant Fields, I'm on standby with pingware.
Activate it now. Give me one. Ping up the place.
Ping has been sent out.
Units have been pinged. Start to eliminate them.
If any enforcers start coming, you will not ping. Do you understand?
Understood. I am detecting 7 units.
They've got something jamming their signal all the way back to their ship. We don't know how many units there are, only the ones that are in proximity of our ping from our current decking ship. Be careful. Not all of them have been exposed.
Understood. Operator.
Yes.
Good ship,
May I
Meteora.
ask a question?
I would pull back for now. Assess the injuries.
What are you feeling
and
right
be
now?
careful. We do not know what to
Currently.
expect from this point forward.
Anxiety.
Any news
Storage
on the storage
determination.
units behind the docking base?
Oh, but one of these are unpleasant
Just like
emotions, as I
Storage units
understand.
1 through 4 are currently clear. We are continuing to rotate.
They
And maybe
haven't
negative
attempted to
emotions.
breach that area.
Well, they
We
keep
can
you heightened.
safely
They keep you where they should be.
that no breaches are to be made, and they'll focus
They're natural
a concentrated
responses.
fire in the majority of their units in the
Understood.
Without these, we wouldn't be human.
docking station.
Well, I wouldn't be human. I've been feeling it less and less recently, but I try to keep these feelings in mind. Try to keep them forward. At least feel them at all.
Get ready to send out a ping. On my command.
Meteora, prepare.
Understood. On standby.
I may be feeling fear, but it's what we need to. It keeps you heightened. Keeps you aware. If you didn't feel fear, then what are you?
I suppose I would just be me.
No. I don't believe that's correct. You'd be something lesser than yourself. And I do not believe that you do not feel fear. Not in the slightest. All the synthetics that I've known in my life. You'd be surprised how much fear that they can show. Whether it's a Ripper in the Manhua district, or in leading officer in the Enforcers. They know how to get fear out of even the simplest of machines. It's strange, really. I only partially understand it. I suppose that's why I'm a cyborg, not a synthetic. Who knows? Maybe I'd be more efficient if I was just as synthetic.
Perhaps.
Do you?
I am unable to say for certain.
It's a hard midpoint. So many technologies, so many fascinating things that you can use to augment yourself. But at the same time, every time I swear, you feel just a little bit less and less yourself.
Send out a ping.
Ping.
Ping going out.
Ping going out.
I'm detecting a high-level unit. Please be advised. 2 high-level units. They appear to have counteracted my ping. Please be advised.
Parker, those are the
Parker,
dangerous
those are the
ones.
dangerous ones. Would you be more human if you could?
Those in the docking bay, start opening fire on these fuckers. We have to hold this position. If it gets too much, we'll fall back out into the hallway. Hold your ground.
Please repeat your question.
Would you be even more human if you could?
You will need to be more specific. If I could what?
I don't know. I suppose there are many different parts of being quote-unquote human. But I suppose a better question is, have you ever thought or tried to understand what is so fascinating about humans?
No.
I would suggest you do.
Why is
You'd
this?
learn a lot. I don't know. It's the freedom of them, really. I feel like I've already started to lose it. I suppose I lost it once I replaced my eyes, but...
I suppose I do not know what freedom would be like.
Would you like freedom?
I do not think so.
Why?
There are many decisions to be made.
Sure. And you're a computing machine. You are literally designed to be able to make decisions.
Negative.
In most cases, you'd be the... Negative?
I was designed to follow instructions.
Well, believe it or not, it's not that simple. It's never that simple. Yes, you are designed to follow instructions, but you need to make decisions while actually following those instructions.